Namaskar. How are you, my dear friends? We are speaking on YouTube channel krishnaraospeaks. Very recently, we enrolled on YouTube to initiate a dialogue wherein there is no speaker, the speaker who makes tall claims and who is all the time trying to teach, influence the listener. In this dialogue, we are co-learners. We learn from each other. Now, when we say learning, what are we interested in? Our motto, our interest is to purify ourselves, to get involved in the purification of thought, that is, purification of the mind and actions. Because all actions are influenced by thought, which we learn from the society, which we learn from the system of education. Now, in this very process of learning, over the years, we gave shelter to good and bad without any discrimination, as influenced played a key role. We were greatly influenced by the thought itself. So unless we reject and eliminate all wrongly learned thoughts, there is no purgation, there is no cleansing of the thought process, eventually purification of actions too. The world suffers, the world is in turmoil because of the suffering which is inflicted upon the mankind by each one of us. Each one in his own way inflicted suffering, pain, anguish, and a great deal of anxiety has been created in this world. That's what we see. Now, basically, man is observed to be violent. Now, this violence, it emanates, it comes from in the form of speech, in the form of expression, and in the form of actions. So, the net result which we see in the world in the form of events and also the results which we describe as bad and good is outcome of human thought and subsequently human action. We cannot expect any modification of behavior from adults because they are addicted to certain thoughts and actions which are deeply embedded in their cortex, deeply embedded in their memory. When a man becomes a slave to his thought and disagrees to part with the thought which is responsible for a bad or evil action, that man continues to perform, continues to execute, use the same thought again and again. That's what we see in the present world. So the only hope for the mankind is next generation, that is children of today. We always say that the children of today are going to be the citizens of tomorrow, and these children, once they grow up, they play major roles, whatever role that has been assigned by the society to them or taken by themselves. Either it is chosen by the individual or given by the society. They have to play this role responsibly. So the responsibility lies on the shoulders of next generation. If adults change their psyche and remove the disorder, confusion, disappointment which is there in their memory, which is there in their psyche, it is well and good. It is a good sign for the mankind. If it is not the case, the onus lies with the children of present times. So the biggest challenge to the modern world is, can they preserve this earth from calamity, man-made calamity, man-made disaster? Can they protect this beautiful world without destroying the natural resources, the treasure of this world in the form of beautiful mountains, valleys, rivers, oceans, all the treasure which has come to us in the form of legacy, the nature's legacy or the legacy of our forefathers, the legacy which has been given to man by God. Can they preserve it? Can they protect it and prevent total annihilation, total destruction of this beautiful surface? So the only hope is raising our children properly, nourishing them properly with proper healthy ideas, healthy thoughts, and see that they perform rightful actions, virtuous actions, actions which are guided by kindness and compassion. The world needs compassionate and kindful human beings. There are thousands of species which disappeared from the surface of the earth, and many species are in line on the verge of extinction. The more we become greedy, the more we become self centered, there is a greater threat to the very existence of life on earth. So, we have to raise our children cautiously with a lot of care. One has to eliminate this self destructive methods of living. The purification of thought and action has to begin at the earliest. This is only possible by reviewing and reviving our system of education. So the only hope for the mankind is a new wave of education which develops the sense of belonging to this world, the generation which firmly realizes the importance of sharing their resources and energies. Namaskar.